So thank you very much. Welcome for this next video. So remember that I was in the previous video I was trying to file a new return and it could not go on because I had some withholding certificate with me, right? So if you don't have or if you can't trace your withholding certificate which were sent in your email by the company you are working for, so remember you can get them from this dashboard from here, from this menu here, certificates. Then you can reprint them here, reprint them. Then you don't have to fill anything here, so just click consult. Okay, then click OK. So to reprint them, so for example, for my case here, I have them. So from 2024, remember I am working for the 2024 withholding certificates. So I can start from this one. So they'll be there. Okay. So I have I have to download them, all of them. So remember 2024. So I have all these. So I have to reprint them. So just click one. Where is it? The second one is here. Okay. So then you can now open them somewhere. So download all of them, and then now you proceed. So remember, if you want to file for this kind of return, so come here to the returns menu. Then okay, remember now you are not going to file any return. So just click here, the file return. Okay. So go back here, tax obligation. Remember this is the income in tax for the resident individual. Then click next. Okay. Then for the year 2024, from 01/01/2024 to that first 12, that is that first December 2024. Click submit. Then wait, what's the error here? So I think I'm finding all for this one. You're not able to access this page due to any of the following possible. It may no longer exist. What is not happening? You do not have sufficient what is not happening? So okay, let me log out, then I log in again. 107. Income resident, then click next. Yes, now I think junction now I need to download this Excel form. It is I have to download this one. So remember, when downloaded, remember this is so I have to open it. So using your, so just double click on it. You can unzip it anyway, you can unzip it, but for my case I don't have that time to unzip it. Okay, so just double click on it. This is an Excel form or workbook, so we give it time to open. Then once it is open, so here you have to go on and then fill the necessary. So just click here, so fill in here your okay, you have to enable this form to be editable above here. So it's only that I've put my screen according to it. So just here, just enable editing, so that you can edit this form and go on. So enable it. So enable editing, so it is good to go. So okay, welcome back for this. So remember, we have downloaded our zipped file and we opening it in Excel. So now it is time to put or to insert the necessary information in this file. So remember here, so this is the basic information. So for this one here, you have to put your KRA pin 00750 570. So like that. I don't know whether, yeah, one. So they must be 11 1 2 3 4 5. It's okay. So type of return here, so you have to choose from here. This is original, this is for the first time. But if you are amending, so you have to choose the amended. So but for our case it's the first the original. So for the period from 01/01 2024, then 31st 01/01 2024 still. Right. So do you have any other income? So remember, if you look down here, you can see this is workbook A, but it jump all the way to workbook F. So meaning there are a lot of workbooks here. So B, C, D, E. So for them to open, so you have to say yes. So you have to say yes. Then they are supposed to open. I don't know why it's not open the rest of the workbooks. Yeah, but I hope it will. But let me see. So for the others here, you have to say no. But if you have, for example, where is it? But if you has your employer provided you with a car? So okay, you have to put this one according to your situation. If you, for example, if you have, do you have a partner? If you have, do you have estate trust income? If you have, then you can put no. But for my case here, this is a big no. I'm wondering why is it not this one. When you put yes here, it's supposed to open the other workbooks here. But let me see whether I click next, whether it will accept. No. So remember, you may find an error here with an Excel saying that your macros, something to do with the macros. So just come here, down here, go to Trust Center, go to Trust Center settings, then macros. So you can disable first, okay, then click OK. Then you can decide to close this workbook first, save it. Okay, you may save it or not save it, but it's better you save it. Let me see. Then go back and reopen it. Just double click here. Okay. So enable editing. So remember that. Then you enable editing, so you can repeat this 7450 5570. It is not a must that you memorize it, but if you are good in memorizing, that's okay for you. 24. What's that? Data drop down. Okay. Oh sorry. This one you have to choose data. Yeah, so it's a type of return. So remember it's original. Oh yeah, this one is the one for So yeah, we are at this point here. So make sure that do you have any income other than employment? Just this one, click yes. When you select option yes, you see that there will be an additional workbooks here, B, C, D, E, E1 and E2. Okay, so for that matter, so if you select, if it's a no here, so these they will hide. These workbooks here will be hide. You see, so you come from A to F. So but when you check yes here, you will see that they will unhide here. So remember here, so you have to, if you find any problem here, so check the something that we call macros. So macros, so just enable the macros. If you don't know how to enable the macros, you can just check the previous video I've shown. Yeah, so we continue. Now this one you have selected yes, then come down here and then click yes, click next, click next. Yeah, so at this junction now, so remember that you have all your withholding certificates, and you have summed all the gross income. You have summed all your gross income. If you have 10, so just add them and then get the total value. I've earned mine, and I got a figure here. So make sure that you add all the gross amount to get the total gross amount. So at this point here, just come to 1.2 and then select the end of this 1.2, other, this one, gross turnover of profession, just click other. So for example, my figure here is 315,939. Okay, so then from there you go down, direct down. So you don't have nothing to do with the cost of sale, open stock, purchases, direct factory, and so forth and so forth. Just go to number 5, the operating expenses here. So you have to know some things here. So the one which are applicable to you, just insert. Remember here, you must work with a calculator, so that you don't get a bigger figure than the total gross amount, right? So remember, this video is going to be a bit longer, but we are going to try how we can speed it up. For example, if you have bad debts written off, so maybe there's somebody you know that you or borrowed money from you, and you know that there's high chance that you will not get that money, so you can write that one. For example, let's say 12,000. So this is 12,000, sorry. So 12,000. So computer expenses, obvious, because I was working online, so I have some computer expenses here. So let's say computer expenses. So let's say I bought a new laptop for that 7,000. Okay, 7,000. So consumption of stores, conveyance expenses if you have. So for donation here, for example, if you invited for a big churches, maybe you did all those donations, you can say here I donated 6,000, for example. Freight, did you have freight and transport here? This one is compulsory. You are going somewhere for a sherehe, that one. So remember, you must get the total here. This is 119. So remember, you have around 115. So you have around 200 or 186,000. I mean, you have what? Or what? You have what? Yeah. So you are at this juncture here. You are at this point here when this workbook B. So remember, you have to fill all these details here where applicable. But you have to note one thing that so for example, in my case, I had bad debt. These are debt that I know. Yes, I lent some money to some people, but I'm not sure whether they give me back my money. So bad debt return off. So I have computer expenses here. I bought a new laptop. Yes, so I donated a total amount of that 1,500, and all these, yeah. So the flight, I had transport flight. So my kid, I paid for my kid for transport, going and coming from school, coming back from school. That is the bus fare. So gift, maybe I gifted my hubby, my babe, during the the Valentine and the lights. Total amounted to 60,000, and etc. And maybe I went for a job outside, and then I had to lodge in the in those B&Bs, Airbnbs, and like, so total amounted to that 1,000. So okay, you have to put all these expenses were applicable, but remember for the rent, remember for the rent. So be careful here that even if you are renting, so take care not to fix your landlord or your landlady. So because if you put any figure here, KRA can trace back and then find whether you are a landlady or landlord pays the monthly rental income. So for my case here, I decided to omit this one. So remember, okay, you can put 00 or just leave them that, but remember 0 is a number. Somebody give 50 proofs that 0 is a number, but for my case, or for this case, if you leave them empty or just put 00, is that the same? So you must get the total of your expenses here. So for my case here, it add up to 276,500. Okay, then you have to go to the next okay, remember here there are some other expenses down here. Financial expenses, internet. So for my case, I paid or I do pay for my internet 2,500 per month. So for 2,500 per month multiplied by 12, you get that 1,000. So minimum. So remember, somewhere here I put the telephone expenses. Remember, this is credit. Maybe I bought airtime when I'm not in my house and such. Okay, you can just try to put any figure, but which is not exceeding the total here, the total gross amount. Okay, so after that you go to the next workbook C, whereby you are going to now this is a balance sheet. Okay, so balance sheet, remember here you say that asset is equal to capital plus liability. So for those who went to school or for those who did the 844, now here is where the 844 is applicable. Asset is equal to capital plus liability. So remember, so for our case here, we are not going to deal with the fixed asset or the whatever on the investment. So directly, I just deal with the cash at bank, which is a liquid asset. Yeah. So I said in my bank, I banked 25,500 out of the balance. So remember, my balance here was 39,439, and then the cash in hand is and then now you deduct the total, the 25,500 from the total and the like. So remember now that the total asset must be equal to the capital plus liability. So but remember, for this case that I'm not including capital, so I say asset is equal to liability. So see this one, how I did it. All right. So having the net asset. Now remember, I said that I'm not including the fixed asset, the land, the motor, the whatever. So I just decided to have the current asset, which is the current asset for my case is bank, the cash in bank and cash in hand, cash at bank and cash in hand. So I banked 25,500. So remember, I'm working with the total remaining amount after I deducted all the expenses in this workbook here. Okay. So in this workbook here, remember, my total gross income was 359,939. My total expenses were 276,500. I mean 276,500. So now the remainder, or the amount of money that I was left with was 39,439. So I banked 25,500. Then I remained with cash in hand 13,939. So and we say that capital is, I mean asset is equal to capital plus liability. But for this balance sheet of ours today, I don't have to include anything as a capital, as my capital. So capital here is 0. So asset is equal to liability. So for the balance sheet to balance, so I have to say, for the net asset here is that 9 foreign that 9. So I deal with the liability. So I say I had a loan, for example, of 19,000. Okay, a loan which I borrowed from some guys. Then I loaned from loans from financial institutions like Mshwari, Fuliza, ETC and KCB, or whatever, or Tara and Branch, all those. So total amounting to 20,439. But remember, asset is equal to liability for our case here. So the total here of liability, that 9,439, must be equal to the net asset for our case here. This is it. Where is it? This here. Okay, that 9,439. So now showing that our balance sheet balanced. Okay, so from there now, we don't have anything else to deal with these workbooks. So you can just click these 3 dots here, this one here. Okay, so just click that one up to the end, up to the end, up to the end, so that now we can check. So see, so here I have a positive value here. So that means that I still owe KRA 944 shillings. Okay, so if you validate this one, the KRA will come for you. So you must get a value which is less than 1 or negative value. Okay, for our case here, we have so I must try to fix some things here. Okay, because I don't want to pay any other tax apart from what I've paid. Okay, so for my case here, I think I'll say, so I have to deduct the cash in hand. Okay, so I have to say something like this one. So I have to I have to play around with the balance. Let me see, stationery and printing. So this one I paid for my kid and bought her books and stationery. So the TCBC links. So what will use this 20,000 traveling expenses. So let me see, let me fix it and then I'll be back. So let me fix it and then I'll be back. So I've told you, for you to make sure that you don't pay again to the KRA, or the KRA don't owe you, or you don't owe the KRA any other tax. So make sure that this value here, before you validate, this value here is negative value or is a value that is less than 1. Okay, So I'll be back, and then I'll let you know how I fixed this issue here. So I want it to be positive anyway. So yeah, after I've checked, after I checked, because I had to accumulate all the gross income again to check whether I did the wrong somewhere. So I found that I was okay. I did it correctly. So it was 315,939. Then after I assessed, or I checked where would be the mistake be coming from, I saw that I never added the payee, or the, what do you call it, or the tax that I was being deducted. For the case here, this amount of tax withheld. Okay, so you have to include all the tax. Now the total tax, if you have the 10 withholding certificates, so you have to sum them up. Okay, yes, all the tax withheld. So for my case, I've realized that I never did it in this sheet. So this is a personal relief. Okay, so my total tax withheld amounted to 12,102. Okay, so if you now release that one, then you find that this one comes zero, or B comes zero. So which balanced. Okay, yes, it balanced. So this value here must give you either zero or below. 0 point or negative value, that's okay. But for my case, it is 0.00. So meaning that I was okay. So I don't have the KRA, or I don't have to be taxed any other amount for the job, or for the tax I paid, or over the tax I paid last year. Okay. Yes. So like I said, you have to get this value here, 0 or below. Below means 0 point, or even below negative value here. So yeah, so after that you can now validate. So take note that the longer it takes to validate means that the minimum error it will get. So the longer the better. So we give it some time and then see what it will give out, whether you have done any error along the way. But I don't think so. I think the error that we had was just that we omitted the total tax. Okay, and like I've shown you, the total tax for this case, you have to add all these figures. So if you have 10 withholding certificates, for my case I had around 7. So I had around 7. So 7 of them. So I have to add this value here. So I have to add this value here, all the tax. So remember, the gross amount tax was supposed to be this one. So you add all for your withholding certificates. So if you are not taxed along the way, maybe this is for July, and then this one is for May. So you don't have to include that one for June. I mean, if you never received a withholding certificate for the month of June because you never reached the minimum amount to be taxed by the KRA. So remember, I think it is 24,000. So if you earned less than 24,000 for a certain month, so remember, you not get the withholding certificate. Okay. So for our case here, so it is ready, the sheet is ready to be uploaded. So just click yes, and then it will show you that it was it was saved in the documents 14/17. That okay, this is the time. So you have to note the date and time so that you don't upload the wrong thing. So then go back to your KRI, the KRI. You mean in your iTax, then continue. So remember, you are coming here, then file returns, click there, then it will give you this one, income tax. Okay, so click next. Okay, Now you download this one. This is a file that you worked on. So click attach. Okay, if it is attached, then go to documents. So yeah, so upload. So remember, this is this 141708. So this is the file. So just attach it, click. Then after click, just check this box here. I agree the terms and conditions. You can read all these terms and conditions. Then see, then upload. So do you want to upload the form? Yes. This is what you are here to do. Upload it. Okay. So I've an error here. Withholding tax credit for the return period is 15,800. Okay. Withholding tax for this period. So 15,800. Please declare the same. Okay, back. So go back to, so meaning I did error somewhere when adding up my tax. So I've been told it is what? 15,000. Let me see whether I get this value again. 15,800, I think. 15,800. So please enter positive numeric value less than or equal to 1344. Okay. Oh, this was the value here. Withholding tax, total of withholding tax amount. Let me see. 2991. Yes, so get that this is negative, which is okay. So it was not a personal relief, sorry. So this was the total tax. Where is it? This is total tax, total of withholding tax amount. Okay, click that, then try to validate again. If you validate it, then it will give you probably now the correct figure. If it's not, then I have to do it or to check where the error is coming from. So remember, like I've said, the longer it will take to validate, the better. So meaning it will not have a lot of errors. Yeah. So as we wait it, no. So let me see whether it has finished. Not yet. So meaning that in this case now, the KRI owes 11,977. Meaning, so I have to insert my banking details. So let me see whether it will prompt that far. So as we wait it, let me do this the sum of total tax again. 2 plus yeah, so it has completed to validate. Let me see. So again, so let me see whether it has errors here in the first page. The first page of errors. I wonder why it's not prompting me for the banking details. But anyway, let's see whether it will accept. Let's see whether it will accept here. So income. Choose the file. I think now it is this one. What is the time? Yeah, 23. Yeah, so let's see. Let's now upload it and see whether it will accept it or what. So still say withholding tax credit for the return period 15,800. So I'll be back. Let me check. So remember, the more you get the errors, the better. Okay. So remember here, so I have to add my total tax here, basically here, so that to see whether I'm doing any wrong. 2879 plus 5102 or 002 plus 1497 plus 1338 plus 1789 plus 1801 plus 1384. So I think I got it wrong here because it has already surpassed my what I saw 12,000. Exactly 15,800. Okay. So so they are correct. So you just come here and then insert this figure here. Okay. Then see, then validate now. I hope it goes through now. Yeah, I hope so. Now I hope it goes through. I hope so. So remember, if you got it wrong here, if you got it wrong with the total taxable income or total gross amount and the total tax, which is they are calling it the total withholding tax. If you got it wrong, so you get an error at the end of it all here, right? But for our case now, I've corrected the error. So let's see whether it will accept to validate. So remember the value here at the end here is negative 14,856. So meaning we are still doing it, or it is, or we are still within the, yeah. So we validate it. So faster. So we just go back here, say income tax, yes, yes, just check this one, then attach this document within, what is the time, 1331, yeah, so it's this one. So attach it, then submit it here. After, yeah, now it accepts. You see, now when you see this one here, return receipt generated, then you can download it. How is it? What's up? Oh yeah, you can download it now here. So then you can open it. Yeah. So yeah. So with this one here. So now we are good to go. So that is it. So that's how to file the returns with only the withholding certificates for the KRA. Okay. Yes. Remember, we said that withholding certificates are normally available for those who are employed temporarily or by contract. Okay. So see you for the next. So the next one will show you how to file returns for the monthly business. If you have a business there and you do, I'll show you how to file the returns for monthly business. Okay. Yes. So you must have a company or PLC, private limited company, whereby you have your KRI and etc. So let's meet in the next video. So remember to subscribe for this channel so that we can grow together, and also you give me morale to do more like this and others, right? So see you then.